Hey, what's up guys? I'm really excited to tell you that I'm going to be a judge in Truvia's Baking Star contest, so make sure you stay till the end of this video to see how you can participate. But today's recipe is going to be brown butter sugar cookies using Truvia's new brown sugar blend. So let's get this started. First up, you're going to grab a small sauce pot, add a few sticks of butter to it, and turn it on medium to high heat. You're going to cook the butter for about 5 to 7 minutes just until the solids in the butter start to caramelize and form this beautiful rich brown color. Once that's done, you're going to pour it into a large mixing bowl and let it cool down for about 15 to 20 minutes before you start to mix any other ingredients into it. Once the butter has cooled down, you're going to add a few scoops of Truvia Brown Sugar Blend to the brown butter, followed by some baking powder and 1 whole egg. Give this a good whisk just until it comes together and the brown sugar blend has dissolved into everything. Once that's done, you're going to add some all-purpose flour, followed by a pinch of salt and some cinnamon, and then you're just going to use a wooden spoon or a spatula just to fold all the ingredients gently together just until it forms a smooth cookie dough. Alright, so after the cookie dough has come together, you're going to pour it out onto your countertop lined with some plastic film, wrap it up, and refrigerate this for about a half an hour just so it's a little bit easier to work with. Alright, so once the dough has chilled down, you're going to pull it out of the refrigerator and put it onto a countertop that you've lightly dusted with a little bit of all-purpose flour. Roll it out to your desired thickness. It could be, really thin cookie or thick cookie. I prefer my brown butter cookies to be nice and crunchy and thick, so it's going to be about a ½ inch. Once I'm done rolling it out, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of that Truvia Brown Sugar Blend right on top, smooth it off, and then just start punching out my brown butter sugar cookies with this nice little square cutter. Once that's done, I'm going to transfer everything to a baking tray and throw it into a 375-degree oven to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, so once the brown butter sugar cookies are done baking, you're going to pull them out of the oven and they should be nice and golden brown around the edges and on the top, and then you're just going to sprinkle a little bit more of the brown sugar blend right on the top, smooth it over, and then transfer these to either a wire rack or some sort of cool surface just to let them cool down for about 30 minutes before you start eating them. Alright, so while we're waiting for that to cool down, I'm going to make a delicious French press latte with a little bit of dark roast coffee and some boiling water in my French press. Let that steep for about 5 to 7 minutes. While that's steeping, I'm going to froth up a little bit of lightly steamed milk with my handy dandy little milk frother. Once that's all done, I'm just going to plate everything up on a little dessert plate with a coffee mug. Pour some of that delicious dark roast coffee in my coffee mug. Top it with that velvety frothed milk, and of course, if you like some sweetness, add some of that Truvia Brown Sugar Blend. It's just so good with all the flavor pairings here. And that's it, guys. All there is to do is enjoy a simple latte with some good old-fashioned brown butter sugar cookies. Alright, super excited about this, guys. I have to say, brown butter sugar cookies are really one of my favorite cookies. I used to eat these probably every other day when I used to work at Bouchon in Beverly Hills. It's a cool little French bistro. And when I knew they were making them fresh, I'd walk into the pastry shop first thing in the morning, grab a few sugar cookies and make my little cafe latte or a little espresso or something, dip it in there and really enjoy my morning. Starts my morning off right, and I get to have a nice little brown sugar cookie. This recipe is just about identical with that. I mean, aside from maybe some of the ratios, because I don't have their exact recipe, but I use the brown sugar blend from Truvia. I'm working with them right now. I'm just testing out some recipes and just seeing how well it fares amidst baking and using it in some recipes. And this is just a killer recipe, and it really just is a testament to how great this blend is in a baking environment, in a baking recipe. And it just came out great. The top has a nice little sugary shine to it, a little crispy texture going on. I can see the little brown butter specks in there, and just the brown butter aroma fills my home with this like wonderful caramelized nutty flavor. It's just incredible. It just matches so well with this brown sugar blend. So there's only one thing to do, right, guys, is test this out and tell you guys how I did. So let me have at it. Let me just give a little dipperooski. Nice little dip right inside. Oh yeah. I love the little pinch of salt that's inside, a normal cookie recipe. Adds that little bite of flavor, the bite of savory flavor that you need. The brown butter is amazing. The brown sugar blend from Truvia is incredible. It yields a really crispy, crunchy texture. It's almost a little bit more coarse than regular brown sugar, which adds almost this dynamic texture. It's really good. Just a really well-rounded recipe. And for those of you who are counting calories and a little health conscious, this is a great blend because it's actually 75% less calories than using a brown sugar or just a regular sugar. So the best thing about recipes is if you don't believe me, you can go try it out yourself. Go pick up some of this brown sugar blend. And if you guys are gonna go out and pick some of this up and make a nice little recipe, you should submit a video to Truvia's Baking Star program. I'm actually going to be a judge on it, which is really exciting. All the details for submitting videos will be in the down bar, so make sure you check that out for all the guidelines and rules, submission dates and things like that, and how the voting works. So you're gonna meet me, 3 other food bloggers and foodies who are actually going to judge your recipe in New York. So I urge the inner pastry chef, inner baking chef to submit a video, test it out, and just have fun with it. And of course, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please thumbs up, subscribe, comment below for future video requests, things you wanna see on my channel. And I'll see you guys next time with another delicious recipe. Bye everybody.